Welcome to Hospitality Property School. You are listening to Hospitality Property School with your host, Jerry McPherson. Welcome to another edition of Hospitality Property School. I am your instructor, Jerry McPherson, and today I'm going to be talking about amenities that will improve your guest's experience. We here at Keystone HTC sat down and compiled a list of items that we feel every independent hotel, resort, inn, and bed and breakfast should have. In today's podcast, I want to share some of our favorites with you. Now, these are in no particular order. 1. Wi-Fi. Traditional tourist demands have changed, and for that reason, hospitality properties need to improve what they offer guests by providing free Wi-Fi. All things being equal, if it comes down to a choice between you and your competitor and you're offering free Wi-Fi, you will attract a new guest almost every time. Even the United Nations is considering making access to the internet a fundamental human right. Now, other reasons to have free Wi-Fi are, it's an opportunity for you to collect your guests' data, it's inexpensive to set up, you're meeting your guests' expectations, and right now, free Wi-Fi is available on public and private transportation, in city centers, libraries, other hotels, restaurants, pubs, and even churches. By you not doing this, you could be damaging your business. 2. A sound sleeping experience. The bottom line for most room rentals is so that your guests have a place to sleep. So why not make that experience a memorable one? These are things that we have found properties have invested in to make this happen. All rooms have airport-grade windows, especially if you're located near an airport, a highway, or a high pedestrian traffic area. Complimentary soft slippers. These can be branded with your property's colors and, if possible, a name or a logo. Bathrobes. Nothing worse than just stepping out of the shower, hearing somebody knock and then open the door and say, "Housekeeping." This is the perfect time for a large, comfortable bathrobe, instead of a little hand towel. You can also make them available for sale. Speaking in towels, a good-sized bath towel, 2 hand towels, and a face cloth per person, and an extra hand towel for ladies, and sometimes men, who need them to dry their hair. Choice of soft and firm hyperallergenic pillows. Bed linen with a minimum 300 or more thread count. Now, 3 things you can look for if you're buying these: if it's Egyptian cotton, where it is woven, and the thread count. Now, here's a buyer beware tip. A complete set of high thread count for $100 or less is probably not the bargain you think it is. Sleep masks. Earplugs. A mattress that is responsive to your body. The type of mattresses you use are quite often a personal preference, but if you go with mattresses similar to or from firms like Simmons or Sealy, you should be fine. In the first and third quarter of the year, mattresses should be flipped from end to end. In the second and the fourth quarter, mattresses should be flipped side to side. Depending on your occupancy, they should be replaced every 3 to 7 years. As part of your regular routine, mattresses should be checked and cleaned at least every 3 months. The very last thing a guest wants to see is any staining. And stay away from those plastic-coated mattresses like they have in hospitals. All hotels should have at least a mattress protector of some sort on their beds, preferably the most absorbent. And it's also not a bad idea to have an additional soft layer of absorbent materials such as a wool ridge blanket used beneath the mattress protector. This can act as a vapor barrier. Blackout drapes. This is something I feel is a must for hospitality properties. If you're trying to get a few hours sleep in the afternoon, or you're feeling a little restless at night, Having a dark, undisturbed place to sleep can definitely help you get the rest you need. Adequate power outlets. Now, I travel a lot, and I travel with a smartphone, a tablet, an iPod, and a camera. And based on what I've seen, I'm not the only one. The thing they all have in common is that they have to be charged. So I am still surprised when I walk into a hospitality property room and find only 1 or 2 outlets for guests. And more often than not, they are hidden behind the bed. An ample number of easy-to-access power outlets strategically placed above a desk, table, and nightstand should be a standard in rooms. 5. A coffee maker. A good coffee or espresso machine, as well as a hot water machine or a kettle for tea. It is so nice to start a relaxing morning knowing you don't have to necessarily go to the dining area for your first coffee jolt. Another nice idea is to have packets of soup available, maybe at the front desk. Now, my wife and I have a great memory of, after being on the road for a week in Ireland, not feeling like going out for dinner, sitting in front of our hotel room window in our bathrobes eating noodle soup. It was perfect, and we still talk about it. 6. Closet hangers. There's probably a good chance that I'm not going to pay your room rate just to steal your hangers, and those who do wish to steal them are probably few and far between. Since I've been traveling professionally for well over 2 decades, the idea of traveling light is somewhat important to me. However, I do bring nice things with me, and I would like to hang them up so they don't get wrinkled. It drives me crazy to open up a closet door and find hangers that don't come off the bar or a variety of plastic hangers. A good rule of thumb is to have 6 wooden hangers per guest. I want to feel welcome at a hospitality property and not like a possible thief. And 7, information packages. When I arrive at a new property, one of the first things I do is look at their information package. These are the type of things I look for. The property history, property rules and guidelines, menus, room service menu, if applicable, eating options in the area, phone procedures, especially for international travelers, local attractions, and any other relative information. So how do you compare? Maybe you're looking at our list and saying, no problem, I've got it all covered. Or you might be saying, I never thought of those. Either way, as professional travelers, these are the type of things we look for, and we know your guests will appreciate. So in conclusion, going the extra step to enhance your guests' experience will not only keep you a step ahead of your competition, but could help you create memories that are not soon forgotten. For more ideas of successful amenities, visit the Guide to Operating an Independent Hotel or Bed and Breakfast training tutorials. You can access these through the link of the show notes at KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com/KHDC037. If you have any other must-have amenities that have worked for you and would like to share, or have any questions or feedback, again, leave them in the comment section of the show notes at KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com/KHDC037. That is it for today's session of Hospitality Property School. We appreciate your comments, and if you do have topic ideas, please reach out to us on Facebook at facebook.com/KeystoneHDC, on Twitter at twitter.com/KeystoneHDC, or by email at info@KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com. As always, let's work together to put heads in your beds. Until next time, have a fun day. This session of Hospitality Property School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe so as not to miss any hospitality property tactics and strategies that will help you find the success you have always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best content possible. We will see you next time, right here in Hospitality Property School.